5 things recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile. Welcome back everyone, this is Victoria from PsychHunt. Today in this video I'm going to tell you the 5 things recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile. So LinkedIn, as you know, is a common space where all the motivated professionals come together, and we as recruiters are using it on a daily basis. So if you are on the job market and if you're not on LinkedIn, it's like you don't exist. So if you're serious about your job search, simply having a LinkedIn profile is not enough. If you indeed want to get noticed and found by recruiters, you need to stand out from millions of LinkedIn users. Why? We as recruiters are using very specific search terms in terms of tools, technologies, keywords, and other filters in order to find the right candidate. So if your profile doesn't have all these tools and technologies, you will most probably miss tons of opportunities. So if your LinkedIn profile is not telling to the hiring manager who you are, what you're about, and how well you're doing the job, you will definitely miss out a lot of job proposals and offers. However, this doesn't mean that there is a hard rule that will guarantee you'll get hired. Still, there are some critical areas that you have to pay attention when you are creating and updating your LinkedIn profile. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 must-have things that recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile. The very first thing that recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile is consistent career history. So it's super important that your LinkedIn profile reflects your entire work history from the past or from the beginning of your career to the present time. So you need to make sure that you list all the major stories, job positions, and accomplishments from all of your past jobs. As a recruiter, when I see a profile, I would like to see kind of a consistent career progress in the job positions. For example, if I'm looking for a lead software architect, I would expect from the consultant that he started working, for example, as a developer, then he progressed working as a software architect, and that he's currently working as lead software architect, for example. So there should be some kind of a logical order in the career path. For instance, if I see a certain profile with a mix of positions, for example, system administrator, then project manager, then business analyst, and then architect, for example, it's kind of unclear specialty, which signals a red flag that maybe this person doesn't have kind of a consistent career progress. So I will highly suggest when you are updating your LinkedIn profile to pay attention to have consistency in the job positions. Second thing which recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile is clear job title. So it's very crucial that your LinkedIn profile mentions a job title or a designation that reflects 90% of your daily tasks and responsibilities. For example, if I'm looking for IT project manager, I will start searching with IT project manager titles, right? So if your profile doesn't clearly state your job title, but it actually reflects the responsibilities of a project manager, I will most probably miss your profile. Another bad example are certain job titles which are with more than 2 designations. For example, business analyst, product owner, software developer. So from this point, it's very unclear to me what are you doing on a daily basis? Are you mainly working as a developer or are you managing people? So if you want to be efficient and let's say not miss tons of opportunities by recruiters on LinkedIn, I would highly suggest you to add only one clear job title that reflects maybe 95% of your responsibilities on a daily basis. The third thing, and also super important in order to be found and noticed by recruiters, is skills in keywords. So I would like to point out that the skills and keywords section is one of the most critical areas in your LinkedIn profile. Why is that? We as recruiters are using very specific search terms when it comes to tools, technologies, and other skills that the ideal candidate needs to have. So if you, for example, have a certain skill or you have experience with some tool, but you haven't listed it in your keyword section, then you will most probably not appear in my search. So, for example, if I'm looking for a front-end developer, I'm not only using search words like the title of front-end developer and then the main languages like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, but definitely I will have to put other keywords, for example, certain frameworks like React or Angular or maybe even other frameworks and tools that I'm expecting from this candidate to have. So if you want to get noticed by recruiters, make sure that you add a complete list of all the tools and technologies you have experience with, because other way you will not just appear in the search. The fourth thing that recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile is your education and professional certifications. So another important thing that always draws my attention is the level of your university studies and all of your professional certifications and credentials. So your profile needs to clearly mention the full years of your university studies and the year of your graduation. For example, you must mention whether it is a bachelor's degree or master's degree or PhD or maybe some other level of university studies. There were many cases, for example, that the consultants or LinkedIn users, they haven't actually graduated or they haven't received their diploma, but still their university studies are visible in the LinkedIn profile. In fact, this creates a lot of unnecessary confusion for recruiters and also hiring managers. In order to avoid this, I would just suggest you to mention the university studies, however, to add in the brackets that you haven't actually graduated or that you have completed only 2 or 3 years of your studies. In terms of professional certifications, because many of the job positions require certain professional certifications, I would always suggest you to update your LinkedIn profile with the most recent certifications and trainings that you have passed. So to sum up, I will always suggest you to mention the level of university studies with the year of successful graduation and all the professional certifications up to the present time. And the fifth or the last thing that recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile is an interesting summary. So the very last point, but not least important, I would say, for your LinkedIn profile is having an interesting and engaging summary. So your summary will in fact make you stand out from other candidates who have similar skills and experience. So I would suggest you to use more human-like instead of professional tone in order to explain your expertise and skills in the summary section. So instead of using kind of a business or robot looking words, I would suggest you to use, let's say, to tell your story in your own voice and character, because this will definitely draw the attention. If you're having doubts how to structure your summary, I would suggest you to make it in 3 main parts. For example, the first part needs to make a summary of your main expertise and skills. The second part is your approach, how well or how you're doing your job. And the third part about your motivation and passion for the jobs you're looking for. So definitely this will give a lot more humanistic perspective, which is what most hiring managers and recruiters are looking for. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video to the very end. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And my question for you today is, what is other must-have thing that should be visible in every LinkedIn profile?